digital radio across Pembrokeshire this Monday evening. Brilliant to chat to the Haverfordwest County Chairman Rob Edwards after a stunning weekend for the club. And actually, Gordy was in quite good spirits, wasn't he? No surprise after that weekend.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's been the highlight of in the club's history. It's probably the best weekend ever. You know, the most successful weekend ever. You know, the academy doing so well. You know, doing the treble and qualifying for Europe, and then Haverfordwest County beating Carnarvon Town 3-1 in the playoff final to reach Europe. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, Ben, I'm afraid.
No, it doesn't.
He's so shrewd, is our Rob, to be honest with you. He came here with a vision, and when he said it in the beginning, many of us laughed. There's no way this is going to happen, but he's having the last laugh, to be honest with you. They're doing so well on and off the pitch. Brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. You can watch that video back. That's on the Facebook page. You'll be able to catch up as well on the website at purewestradio.com. The rugby season is almost done and dusted, but there were a few matches over the last few days. Gordon's got you got some junior schools, haven't you, from the Scarlets Cup for us?
It was the Scarlets region youth finals, and there was two teams from Pembrokeshire taking part. Haverfordwest lost to Llandilo, who were the Welsh Youth Cup winners in the final of that particular played at Parky Scarlets, where Haverfordwest County might play. They played there on Sunday. And then in the plate competition, Tenby, they just squeezed home against Lampeter Youth. They won 29-22. So well done to both those youth camps. They did really well to get to that level. I know they had to win their regional finals to be able to participate, but it's great to see youngsters playing at a good level, and that's certainly, you don't get much better than that at youth level. So well done to both Haverfordwest and Tenby for doing so well.
Yeah, that's good. And also in the first hour of the show, we heard from the Milford Haven coach, Steve Martin. But he was talking to Fraser, actually, because it was the Pembrokeshire Knockout Cup plate competition final on, I think, Friday night, wasn't it? Hayward Lane in Tenby. It finished Milford 19, Cardigan 15. For Steve Martin and Lee Riley, the Milford coaching team, it was their final match, and Steve said that to Fraser. So if you're going to end your association or end your time coaching, going out by winning something is quite good, Gord, yeah?
Yeah, it's been a difficult season for Milford Haven. You know, they finished at the bottom end of that table in Division 2. It's been a tough season for them. And to get into the plate final, yes, it's the second tier of the competition, but any final, it's always nice to win. And they beat Cardigan, who had previously played at the Principality or National Stadium or whatever you want to call it the week before. So well done to the Mariners for picking up the trophy, and fair play to Steve Martin and Lee Riley, who've been associated with the Mariners for a few seasons now. Lee has played forever for Milford, but you know, Steve has come there as coach over the last 4 or 5 seasons, done a decent job, and he can hold his head up high, leaving the Obs. And good luck to the future to everybody involved there.
Yeah, good end to the local rugby season, of course. At regional level, I'm sure we'll come to this over the course of the summer, but at regional level, there's all sorts going on about the future of our regions, Gordon, isn't there, at the moment?
Well, it's just mind-boggling at the moment. The WRU don't have any structure whatsoever as far as the professional game is. There's a lot of things that may be happening on a personal note. I'd like to see them try and get involved with the Welsh Anglo League. It's going to be very difficult to negotiate. But Wales versus England team was such a big thing in the past. I think it could be a great thing in the future, and it could bring a lot of money to the revenue with spectators going to watch the likes of the Harlequins and the Leicesters, Newcastles, and whatever playing against the Cardiff Blues, the Dragons, whoever it might be. It's just gone so stale, the regional rugby. It needs to be revamped. It's going to be hard negotiating it, but they need to go to England and try and get some sort of deal in the future to, should I say, save the Welsh rugby. It's in dire straits at the moment.
Yeah, I saw some quotes actually from Josh McLeod of the Scarlets. They
Yeah,
they lost their last game against the Sharks in Durban, didn't they, over the
they
weekend?
did.
But actually, they still have a quarter-final game to
Qualified.
come.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've still qualified, so they'll play Leinster on the 31st of May. And I think what McLeod was saying was actually that achievement of making the playoffs shouldn't overshadow what's going on away from the pitch. And I do feel for the players a bit actually in all of this.
It's a difficult one, Ben. It's their livelihoods at the end
Yeah.
of the day. That's the most important issue about it, isn't it? You know, you're talking about international rugby players not knowing whether they're going to be able to take on a paycheck next season. But more, you know, the WRU signed up, the Dragons have signed up, and the Blues have signed up for 4.5 million a year in a wage structure. That's the money they got, and the Ospreys and the Scarlets obviously haven't signed it. They don't agree with what's going on. They're trying to negotiate something, but whether they want to go with 3 regions, it's still up in the air. But as you said, it's boys' livelihoods that are at stake as well. Yeah, they could be really top international players looking for a club next season.
Yeah.
And that's not right. They should have some stability in their lives when they're trying to get on with being a professional rugby player.
Yeah, of course, and we'll follow that story over the summer. We've got the Lions as well, of course, this summer also, so we will keep an eye on that. Closer to home than Durban, there's a few bits happening across Pembrokeshire actually at the weekend. The Welsh International Point to Point and Countryside Day is on Saturday near Goodwick. The postcode details are on the website at purewestradio.com if you're sat-naving to get there. Gates open at 10 a.m. and the first race will be at 2 if you do fancy going along on Saturday. That's always a really good one, and I love the tradition of point to point in Pembrokeshire as well.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's a good day out if you get the opportunity to do it. I've been to many in Lisstep and Tregoed, and I do believe that Rebecca Curtis is going to bring the Irish the Grand National winning horse. I can't pronounce his name, but the horse will be there, so that will be something to see. Maybe Sean Bowen will be there. Who knows? I definitely, some of them will be there, whoever it might be. But
Sean Bowen helped you out pronouncing that last week, actually.
Gordon. He did. Do you remember how he said it, man?
No. We'll check the minutes, but yeah, that horse will be there. And there are details as well on the website at purewestradio.com, so just go to the events page. Also happening on Saturday and starting in St David's, so Fraser, I think, will be there to wave them off. The Tour of Pembrokeshire will be back. It's a brilliant cycle route that they get to see some beautiful parts of the county as well out on the coast. They take in the Preselles as well, and some lovely parts of the peninsula out that way, so good luck to everyone taking part. Yeah, that's a great event, the Tour of Pembrokeshire, so yeah, all the best there. And as I say, I'm sure Fraser will be on the start line to wave them off after he's had his breakfast. Not the rugby club anymore. He told us they don't do the breakfast anymore. He was a big fan of that at one point. So that's to come at the weekend as well. Gord, on Wednesday, it's the Stone Thomas derby, isn't it?
It is, mate, yeah.
The Europa League final between the 16th and 17th sides in the Premier League. I've got no idea what's going to happen on Wednesday.
I'm the same as you, Ben, to be honest with you. United are a good cup side, whether that will give them any, I just don't know. Tottenham haven't won anything for a long time. I wouldn't begrudge you a European title, mate, but I wouldn't bet on it.
No, if you were making a prediction, I think, it could be a turgid 1-1 and go to penalties.
I think it'd be interesting.
I think if I was pushed
I would
to make
say the best side would win on the night. But we're not that good, are we?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? The best side. How do you separate them? I've got no. I think extra time and penalties is a very real possibility.
I'm just hoping that if Man United and Spurs do win it, we draw Haverford in the first round of the Champions League. That would be great, wouldn't it, Ben?
Yeah, that would be quite good, wouldn't it? Absolutely right. Well, let's see how that goes on Wednesday. We'll talk about it when we're back, of course, next Monday on Pure West Sports. So, Gordon, thank you very much indeed. I've enjoyed your company. Once again, well done to Rob and everyone at Haverford County. Well done to Carew on that massive score as well in the cricket in Division 1. That was some effort as well, and we'll keep you up to date with how the cricket goes across the bank holiday weekend as well. Thank you, Gordon. The 2-hour takeover is coming up next on Pure West Radio this Monday evening. Good Good night.